highly recommend. Good price too. When traveling from Vancouver to Alaska by cruise ship, this card has good signal at ports of call in the Gulf of Alaska, including Juneau Geekin and Icefall Point. The total coverage is very suitable for cruise travel because the trips are long, but the required dates are intermittent, which is quite convenient. I purchased an eSIM while traveling around the world. I almost always purchased it through this website. Because the titles of the eSIMs were the same, I couldn't remember which one I had purchased when setting it up, so I contacted the help desk. The SIM purchasing company is a Chinese company. At first, I thought it was an AI response, but the response during the process was to the point, so I was able to activate it quickly. I've purchased eSIMs many times before and never had any problems, but this time I couldn't activate it, so I contacted them. The service was good and I was able to activate it quickly, which was great. I realized that nowadays, you can't do anything without an internet connection. I bought this for a friend. He said that all he had to do was scan the QR code, install it, and it connected right away when he got there. It's very easy. The service was good and the response was prompt, which was sufficient for the activation and purchase experience. However, the internet signal in the US was quite unstable and the speed was rather slow. As always, setup was easy and I was able to use it without any issues in both the US and Canada. Setting up the iPhone was incredibly simple, just followed the instructions to scan the QR code. The connection was also smooth. If there were any problems, like suddenly losing connection, I immediately contacted customer service, find a Wi-Fi location and open the app, and they responded quickly and provided solutions. The service was top-notch. Thank you. In a foreign country, the internet is truly a lifesaver. Last year, when I traveled solo, I used an eSIM from overseas, but the support was in English, which left me unsure whether I was communicating properly and causing me a lot of confusion. So, for this trip, I searched for and purchased one from a company with Japanese support. I checked the support Q&A section before my trip and they told me to ask if I had any questions, so I was able to use it with peace of mind. I used it in Seattle, USA, and Vancouver, Canada, and it connected to the local carrier immediately at the airport and worked without any issues. Once, I switched carriers between AT&T and T-Mobile, even though I was in Seattle. In the latter case, Google Maps sometimes didn't display properly, so I wish I'd downloaded offline city maps beforehand. When I went to a lake outside Vancouver, I sometimes had trouble connecting, but the locals also reported issues, so it didn't seem to be the SIM's fault. I have issues when trying to set up, but the customer service agent was helpful and responsive. Online app and thing was smooth in the end.